So hi everyone. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Good morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Thank you so much for your full attention. So okay, I haven't done this in a while. So hi everyone, my name is Shauki Kiswara. You can call me Shauki Kiswara for short, and I am your SAA for tonight. So what is an SAA? SAA is basically a person that will announce the rules for tonight's meeting. So first rule of tonight's meeting is, of course, be on time, and I would like to congratulate everyone for being here before and now, because you guys are on time. So give a clap to yourself. No, it's no clapping. Okay. For the second one, if you are a visiting Toastmaster, please rename yourself as this particular format, VTM, which is visiting Toastmaster. Your name, you guys haven't forgot your name, right? So yes, visiting Toastmaster, your name, and of course your club of origin. But if you are a guest, please rename yourself as guest and then your name. 3, if you can, please turn on your camera so we can see all of your beautiful faces, like seeing Toastmaster Melanie there. See, she is not smiling. Can you please smile for the So there you go. She's smiling. See, we all feel, oh, you can see her smiling, having a good vibe. So if you can, please turn on your camera, and yeah, it will be very awesome if you guys can do so. 4 is, if it's not your turn to speak, please turn off your microphone. But if it's already your turn to speak, please turn on your microphone, because we cannot read your lips if you don't turn on your microphone. So please turn on your microphone if it's already your turn to speak. 5th is be fully present in the meeting and have fun. Tonight, we're going to have an amazing meeting filled with a lot of amazing prepared speakers, and hopefully we can learn a lot from them. And yeah, have fun at the same time, guys. I think that's all for me in terms of telling the rules and regulation, not regulation, just rules. So that's all for me. Thank you so much for your attention, and I would like to give the control back to our Glow and Grow president, Toastmaster Garda. So please, Toastmaster Garda, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shauki. I know that Toastmaster Shauki has mentioned that you must keep your microphone on mute, but please unmute yourself for this time and repeat after me. Happy morning.
Happy
morning.
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 Thank you. And now with your spirit, I hereby open this meeting. That's the sound. And thank you so much for your participation and attendance for today. And for those of you who are being first timer here in any Toastmasters meeting, maybe you are wondering why happy morning, because it's actually evening here in Jakarta. Basically, happy morning is sort of the spirit that we always try to uphold and maintain here in SCBD Toastmasters. As if when you wake up in the morning, obviously you want to start your day with such a fresh spirit and mind, and that is exactly the same morning spirit we always try to instill in Toastmasters. My name is Garda, currently serving as the president of SCBD Toastmasters Club. Welcome back to our regular meeting. And for those of you who are being first timer here, I noticed that there are guests who are being first timer in any Toastmasters meetings. Allow me to give a little bit information regarding what Toastmasters International and SCBD Toastmasters. In the meantime, just sit back, relax, and welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. Talking about Toastmasters International, it has been almost a century old, where it is a non-profit educational organization that teaches everyone about public speaking and leadership skills. By being a member in Toastmasters International, you will be connected to thousands of members across hundreds of clubs around the globe. Someone may ask, what would be the benefit of joining Toastmasters International? One of the highlights that we can tell you here is that we have these educational curriculums, or so it's called pathways. Imagine that you are a student and you already are familiar with the subjects you are involved in. These curriculums or pathways similarly serve as those curriculums. Let's say that you are learning math or social sciences, but here in Toastmasters, you are learning about public speaking and additional agendas. Like for example, other than public speaking, you want to also excel in the leadership skills that may be beneficial for you in your workplace. There are some paths in the pathways themselves, like dynamic leadership or leadership development, that you can explore. And at the same time, they will also train and make you more practiced in order to enhance your leadership skills. If you want to know more about these pathways, feel free to contact any of the members or club officers in SCBD Toastmasters so that we can address your inquiries accordingly. As for SCBD Toastmasters, now in this year, we are turning 17. And this year, SCBD Toastmasters upholds a vision where we would like to provide a platform where everyone can become a better you. And how to achieve that? Simply by empowering every individual to strive for progress. By upholding and instilling the values of being structured, collaborative, bold, and determined, SCBD Toastmasters is determined to provide this platform where you can become a better you by striving for progress. Thank you for joining our meeting happening every Friday evening from 7 to 9 p.m. Jakarta time. And should you know more about our club, SCBD Toastmasters, feel free to follow our Instagram at SCBD Toastmasters. And there's a link provided in our Instagram bio. Click the link on the link tree and click on chat us via WhatsApp, and you will be directed to our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Melanie. She will be very happy to assist you with regard to your inquiries. And now, in this evening, please join me to welcome our newest members in SCBD Toastmasters Club. And please say our team to spotlight the member whose names I will call upon. Please join me. You may unmute yourself. Welcoming our two new members. Please welcome Toastmaster Deta and Toastmaster Yara or Tiara. Hey, welcome Deta and Toastmaster.
Welcome.
Hello.
Okay, so as part of our tradition here in SCBD Toastmasters, you will be going through our induction ceremony, and please repeat after me. I, in the presence of my fellow members of SCBD Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation.
I, in the presence of my fellow members of SCBD Toastmasters Club, make this firm obligation
To attend meetings regularly and prepare completely for each assignment.
to attend meetings regularly and prepare completely for each assignment.
To apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmasters educational program.
To apply myself to the projects outlined in the Toastmaster educational program.
To actively participate in club activities.
To actively participate in club activities.
To provide a constructive evaluation and feedback in a positive manner.
To provide constructive evaluation and feedback in a positive manner.
To build an open, supportive, and empowering relationship with fellow members.
To build an open, supportive, and empowering relationship with fellow members.
And to encourage prospective members for joining the club, enhancing their skills, experiencing the utmost benefits, and striving for progress.
And to encourage prospective members for joining the club, enhancing their skills, experiencing the utmost benefits, and striving for progress.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deta and Toastmaster Tiara. And for existing members of SCBD Toastmasters, please answer the following question. Will you solemnly swear to help and assist our newest members in order to strive for progress and become a better individual?
I will.
Yes,
I will.
I will. And give a big round of applause to our newest members.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
For our future new members, if you want to know more and become a member here in SCBD Toastmasters, feel free to contact our VP for membership, Toastmaster Melanie. And wrapping up our newest members here, and today, Toastmaster Deta and Toastmaster Yara, as of today, SCBD Toastmasters has 46 active members. Congratulations to SCBD Toastmasters Club. And that is all from me. Now I would like to give the control to the host of this meeting or Toastmasters of the meeting, Toastmaster Dentia. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Garda, and happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Morning, happy.
Morning. So what is today's theme? Can anyone tell me?
Laughter.
Laughter
Giggles,
is
giggles.
Laughter.
No, laughter is
That is the word of the day. Yeah.
language of the soul.
Correct. So at least if you cannot laugh, give me a smile. Yeah. So to make the ambience of the meeting as bright as it can. Okay. So as you mentioned, today's theme is about laughter because laughter, it says, is also a language of the soul. Okay. Let me ask Toastmaster. Oh, there's a guest here. Hi, guest Kiera.
Hello.
Do you agree that laughter is considered as the language of the soul?
Yes, I agree.
And what makes you agree?
Because
Oops. Oh yeah, we are there. How do you feel when you laugh?
I feel so much happiness and I'm having fun.
Okay, that's great. That's why it comes from the soul, I guess, right? Thank you, guest Kiera. And because the theme is about laughter, so the word of the day is giggle. Can someone show me how to giggle? Maybe Toastmaster Alfin? I think Toastmaster Melanie just giggle. Okay, yeah, if you want to see how giggle is. Okay, Toastmaster Alfin can show us how to giggle.
Ah.
Okay. It sounds like you got choked. It's something. Okay, so giggle can be a verb. It can also be a noun. So you can use it as a verb, either as a verb or as a noun. Okay, it means to laugh lightly in a nervous, affected, or silly manner, or it's just a light and silly laugh. How to use it in a sentence, our grammarian will tell you later on. Okay. Now, normally in every Toastmasters meeting, we have 3 sessions. But tonight, we will only have 2 sessions, but we will have additional special voting session, right? So the second session was supposed to be table topic session, but because we have 6 magnificent speakers tonight, we won't have time to do the table topics. That's why we replaced that session into a short and special voting session. And definitely the end of the meeting will be about evaluation. Okay. Now, before we move on, yeah, I will not be alone here. I will not talking for the next 2 hours. I know I will bore you. That's why we have a team. And this team will be led by Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Melanie, I'll give the control to you to introduce your team.
There. So happy morning, everyone. I am Melanie, and I will be the general evaluator for the night. As the general evaluator, I will be leading a team called the evaluation team, who will be guiding us or who will be telling us what are the things that we need to improve in this meeting and to how the way we say things, since this is a public speaking community. And at the same time, these team, they will also tell us what are the gems or what are the good things that we did during the meeting. So I would like to introduce first our grammarian. So let us all welcome Toastmaster Garda, and please explain your role.
Thank you, Madam GE. Back with me again. I'm Garda, currently serving as the grammarian for today's meeting. So grammarian, maybe you have something in mind that is a dictionary. So imagine myself as your dictionary for today. Like myself would be the Gardamarian. So my job for today would be providing the report for everyone or every single use of the language, particularly English, in today's meeting. And at the end of this meeting, I will also provide that report for our own improvement and learning. Don't worry to make as many mistakes as you can, because this is the kind of platform where you will not be judged for your kind of mistakes. And don't forget to use the word of the day, that is giggle. I think that is all for me. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Garda. Okay, so there's a fun there, Garda Marian. So Marian also as a language evaluator. So, and this is a safe community. So if you can practice speaking English, that's much better. So let us call now our next member of team, which is the AWOD counter. Let us all welcome Toastmaster Paxia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Happy morning, everyone.
Morning.
My name is Paxia, and I will be the AWOD counter tonight. So my responsibility related to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler, like usually when you mention or etc. And also I will listen for the overused words that you use many times, like and, well, but, so, and you know, and etc. And another thing that I will note is I will note for word of the day, which is giggle. Please use it as many as you can during your speech. So what does it mean, giggle? Giggle is laugh lightly in a nervous, affected, or silly manner. And probably like when you laugh with high pitch, so it's called giggle. So that's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Melanie. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paxia. So earlier, our grammarian and AWOD counter introduced, and even the TOM introduced the word of the day. Can you please type it down in the chat box? What's the word of the day? Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Inda and Toastmaster. Thank you, grammarian. So while we are introducing the other roles, can you please think of a sentence and how to use the word giggle as a verb or as a noun? So let's proceed now to our next role taker, who is our timer. And our timer, this is her debut. Let us all welcome Toastmaster Detta.
Thank you, Toastmasters Melanie. So happy morning, everyone. My name is Bernadetta, and tonight I will be the timer. My responsibility is I will time the prepared speeches, table topic speakers, as well as the evaluation, and especially for tonight, because there's only 2 sessions, the prepared speeches. I will and evaluation. I will time the prepared speeches and evaluation. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red background, which denote a specific times remaining. In order to be eligible for voting, speakers need to finish their speech within the time allocation. For the prepared speeches, that should be 5 to 7 minutes in length. At 5 minutes, I will change my background into green, like this. And at 6 minutes, the background will change into yellow. And at 7 minutes, I will change it into red. And when the background changes into red, speakers need to wrap up all of their speeches in less than 30 seconds. Also, for the individual evaluation, the time should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will change my background into green. At 2 minutes and 30 seconds to yellow. And at 3 minutes, the background will change into red. And that's the sign for the speakers to wrap up their speeches. That's all from me. Thank you. And back to you, Toastmasters Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Detta. Let us all be reminded that A great speaker does not only inspire people, but also respect other speakers' time and the audience time. So for our dear speakers, can you please pin Toastmaster that while you are speaking, so that you will be reminded of your time, and please don't go beyond the red background. I mean, 30 seconds after that. So let us now welcome our next rule taker, the ballot counter. Let us all welcome Toastmaster Argy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Melanie. Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Argy, and I'll be the ballot counter tonight. As a ballot counter, I will create polls during this meeting, and the polls will be created with Easy Polls application, and I will share the voting link in the chat box after all the speakers from each category wrap up their speech. During each ballot cast, you're going to vote the most favorite prepared speaker, the most favorite evaluator, and the other one is the special voting. And actually, I want to mention it, but Toastmaster Dentia didn't mention it, so I just can say that it's special voting. It will be a surprise, so just have all the speakers tonight. And by the end of the meeting, we will have a Hall of Fame for the most voted speaker. So super excited to see all the speakers tonight. Good luck, every speakers. And back to you, Toastmaster Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Argy. I'm also excited what the special voting session's for. But yeah, so please focus and be attentive, because maybe you'll be part of the voting session as well. And part of the evaluators team are the speech evaluators, or the individual evaluators, who will be evaluating our prepared speakers tonight. So we have Toastmaster Wira, Toastmaster Asti from the ETMC, Toastmaster Agus, Toastmaster Yanda, Toastmaster Lai from Heritage, and Toastmaster Hani. And they will be delivering their reports at the end of the session. So have fun. So let us return the control to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Dentia.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. But before that, I'd like to ask you a question, Toastmaster Melanie. What is worse than finding a worm in your apple?
Me.
Yes, you. Only one Melanie in this house. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I will give this question to the floor. Who knows the answer?
Having no apple.
Having no apple? No.
Because I have
Some
some.
Snow White. But you are a man.
Meeting the dentist.
Okay, let's
Finding two
reveal
worms.
the answer then. It's finding half a worm.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
that means you ate
That's gross.
half of the worm.
Gross.
Full of
Okay,
vitamin.
well, at least someone giggles, right? Okay, now this link to the first speech for this evening, right? The first speaker, and we are now going to start our prepared speech session. First speaker is Toastmaster Sari, but I will not be the one to introduce her objectives and the speech project. For that, I will call Toastmaster Wira up to the screen to introduce Toastmaster Sari. Toastmaster Wira, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Happy morning, everybody.
Happy morning.
My name is Wiratama Aji Wirananda, and I will be the evaluator for our first speaker, Toastmaster Sari. She is doing level 1 project 2B on her path, the presentation mastery. The purpose of this speech is for members to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. The length of this speech is ranging from 5 to 7. So without further ado, Little Bookworm, Toastmaster Sari. Toastmaster Sari, Little Bookworm, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wira. Am I audible and visible? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Happy morning, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. May I ask you here, who likes to read books and what kind of books do you read? Please type it on the chat. Do you like read books, and what kind of books do you read? Mystery novel. Whoa, that's not a India. All right. Self-development. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I can say I love reading books. Perhaps because of my parents used to buy me a magazine in weekly basis back then when I was a kid. And the habit is continued until teenager. They bought me a teen magazine. Just like ordinary teen magazine, they write some articles about how to use makeup, how to have your own fashion style, horoscope, fangirling of models, and some relationship tips. Besides reading a magazine, I used to borrow comic Jepang, like Detective Conan, Shin-chan, and Doraemon. Moving forward to my high school time, I remember I have one memorable book that I bought with my own money. It was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens by Sam Covey. I found the book in Gramedia. When I found it, I look at it, I feel so fascinated just by reading the outline. So I bought it, even though the price is quite pricey for a high school student like me. When finished reading it, I feel so inspired. I learned what should be the focus in my life, how to make a fruitful relationship with friends, and how to find balance between school, friends, communities, and everything else. Unfortunately, I lost the book when I lent it to my best friend. As time goes by, I realized that my interest with that particular kind of book is getting stronger and bigger. Within current technology, we have many options on how to read the book, either digitally or paper-based. I prefer the second one because I like touching its texture and I love the smell of new books. My book collection is growing up year by year. I will show you some of my little collection and I will categorize it into 2 groups, professional and personal one. This book, organization design and how to increase performance and profit through full engagement are part of my professional book collection. My coworker recommended me these books after I learning about how bored I was in my position and that I wanted to learn something new. But to be honest with you, I haven't read this book. I'm so guilty as charged. I know I must read it and I will do it one day. Next, the personal one. I have finished reading Trevor Noah, Born a Crime. This is a story about apartheid system in South Africa, and I learned that Black South Africans have various tribe languages like Indonesia. Another one, Leadership Series by John C. Maxwell, Emotional Intelligence and Psychology Today. These are quite self-explanatory books. The History, Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren, and Your Best Year Ever by Michael Hyatt. I can say Purpose-Driven Life and Your Best Year Ever are the books that changed my life. Purpose-Driven Life teach me how to have a content and meaningful life, while Your Best Year Ever guide me on how strategically make goals for your 10 principal life domains by using SMARTER goal setting template. SMARTER is stand for specific, measurable, achievable, risky, time key, exciting, and relevant. I can use SMARTER goal setting template for both achievement goals and habit goals. One of 10 principal life domain mentioned in your best year ever is physical domain area. So I took an action by writing down my habit goals in physical area, which is doing yoga for total at least 150 minutes at home, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. starting September 2021 for 12 weeks. So how was the result? The first 2 weeks were the hardest part for me. Since I need to wake up earlier for having breakfast first before starting my yoga, and since I haven't worked out for months and I took intermediate yoga class, I feel so exhausted. But I can happy to share with you that I achieved my habit goals. And I'm quite proud of myself. Changing habit can be so difficult yet exciting. Of course, there were some days that life don't go as I planned. But having intentional make plan make me more energized, less comparing myself towards others, and have more meaningful life. So in conclusion, I can say these two books are to complement with each other. In order to have its benefit, what I need, not only just read it, but take an action. That's about it. Thank you. Over to you, Tom.
Wow, excellent. I can imagine how big is your library. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing. Maybe we need to have a book club one day in SCBD, right? Okay, that was interesting. Thank you, Toastmaster Sari. The next one, yeah, we're just moving on. The next one is our past treasurer and secretary. Right now, he is the area director for I3. And Toastmaster Ario today will be evaluated by Toastmaster Astri from UI Toastmaster. So for that, I'll call Toastmaster Astri to the screen to introduce Toastmaster Ario's project. Toastmaster Astri, screen is yours.
Okay. Thank you so much, Madam Tong, and hello everyone. I'm not gonna greet you by happy morning because I come along the way from UI, so I will say hello, good evening, everyone. Okay, and tonight is very special because I will have the opportunity to evaluate Toastmaster Ario, the area director of I3. Toastmaster Ario will deliver the project of cross-cultural understanding, and the purpose of this project is for him to identify his own cultural identities and the stereotype that impact others' perception of him or her. I don't know that he will bring any giggle or not, but anything that he will give us, I think it will be interesting. So without any further ado, let's help me welcome Toastmaster Ario. Croissant with cheese is not a croissant. Croissant with cheese is not a croissant. Toastmaster Ario.
My fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I can read your mind. I know that the first thing that I will do is to correct Toastmaster Astrid. It's not croissant, it is croissant. My fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I love foods. My wife knows so well how much I love foods. It's comparable to my love to her. Oops, sorry. And it is lie if you say that you don't love foods. So let me show you some kind of foods that we have been experiencing in the last couple of years. Starting with this. I believe most of you, if not all, of course, have tried this one. I don't remember when it started, when this food started to go hype in Indonesia. But indeed, back then, almost everyone wanted to buy this. And couple of years later, we learned about this. Anyone knows what is it? Yes, it is dalgona. It is a coffee that is whisked with a whisker, but actually it's not a coffee from the beans, it's the extracted coffee with sugar. And not long after that, we also experienced something like this. This. This is not a croissant. This is the locally made croffle, which is a croissant that is pressed with the waffle making machines. Do you know what are the similarities of all those three? These are foods that are invented not in Indonesia, but here in Indonesia, we redevelop it, we re-engineer it, and we reintroduce it as a new foods that has relations to the original one. So basically, here in Indonesia, we love to explore our appetite, explore development of foods. At least here in Indonesia, not all part of the world. I remember a couple of months ago, the first time I arrived in France, I had a friend. He is a French person, born and raised in France. If you watch Amelie and in Paris, you will understand more or less how French people look like and how are their characteristics. And certainly, they don't like if we press croissant with a waffle machine to make a croffle. Back then, I talked to him about my French culinary appetite. I shared my experience, what I learned, and I said to him that, okay, in Indonesia, of course there is croissant, but there is no baguette. And I told him that in Indonesia, we love to explore things. We make croissant and we put abon on top of it or floss. And then sometimes we put also cheese inside the croissant. And he said, Ario, and suddenly he giggled at me. Are you serious? I asked him, why? What's wrong? Gentlemen, that's not a croissant. A croissant with cheese is not a croissant. Even a croissant that filled with chocolate, it's not called a chocolate croissant. It is called pain au chocolat. And it made me realize people in France had different characteristics compared to people in Indonesia. They have different culture and they have different way of protecting or living with their culture. In Indonesia, we love to explore things. That's why when there is a new innovation such as ride-hailing, e-commerce, and then buy now, pay later services, it's faster in Indonesia to adapt compared to in France because they have different behavior, they have different culture. And you know what? When I talk to my friend again, hey, if somebody eat croissant not the way you usually do it, will you get offended? For me, not. But some people, yes. And usually people eat croissant with coffee in the morning and people stop drinking coffee in the afternoon. And that's when people stop also eating croissant. So back to the reality of Indonesia here. Sometimes we think that our size, our way of seeing things is applicable to all things in the world, anywhere in the world. But it's not true. There are differentiations in other parts of the world, or even in other airway or other RT. Pak RT here and Pak RT there may have different policy over one thing. So it's normal to have difference, to be different. But what really important is you can respect the differences and you know who you are and can adapt in a new situations, new culture without losing your identity. Croissant with cheese is not a croissant. it's a croissant if it is not without the cheese. So when we go to other people and people made, for example, pecel with, with mayonnaise, it's no longer a pecel, right? So same goes with croissant with cheese. The point is, be original, be respectful, and don't lose your identity. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ario. Croissant, yeah. So you have to mention it in a French way. Croissant. Okay. All right, yeah, but that's true. I mean, people have different culture, and we cannot push our belief, our point of view to other people, and we just need to accept things and accept other people and embrace the difference. Thank you so much for sharing, Toastmaster Ario. Moving on, we have our third speaker. This is third speaker. Yeah, one of our new members as well, and he will be delivering his second project. Okay, and to evaluate him, I will call upon the screen Toastmaster Agus. Toastmaster Agus.
Yes. Oh, thank you very much, Toastmaster Dentia, for your introduction. So today I have the honor to evaluate William's speech as part of the project assignment from the new and revised level 1 of Visionary Communication Path. And this particular project is called Writing Speech with Purpose. So the purpose of the project is to form the member to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. And at this opportunity, Toastmaster William will talk about starting new habits. I think the title is self-explanatory. As he explains in his speech purpose statement, that the speech is to inform the audience members about how to start new habits and level them up. So before I call upon our first speaker of the evening, our third speaker of the evening, I'd like to check his visibility and audibility. So Toastmaster William, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I present you Toastmaster William with how to start new habit and level it up.
Okay. Thank you. My name is William. Okay. Everything that we do in our daily life is a habit. For example, what time we wake up, what time we eat our lunch, even what we talk in our mind. Habit can be a powerful tool to achieve a goal, or it can be preventing you from achieving it. One day, in my office, I didn't achieve the KPI. So it was during lunch. I asked my friend who achieved it. I said, "How can you achieve it?" He told me the way he worked, how he approached the problem, and I realized, wow, that was totally different from what I'm doing. Then he started to tell me that I think you shouldn't worry too much about your KPI. You should worry more to your workflow. And eventually he told me to read a book called Atomic Habit. Then I started to read it. So what I learned that from Atomic Habit is the prevailing wisdom told us that if we want to reach something, we need to set a goal and the actionable plan. But actually, in that book, it told me that it's more important to set a system that actually help you to reach that goal. For example, if you are a sport coach, your goal is to win a championship. Your system is how you recruit your player, how you train them, even how you make a strategy to win the match. Let me tell you a story about how systems bring championship to cycling team. In 2003, the England bicycle racing team broke a new coach from France, and the coach was different from the previous coach. The coach believed to the method called aggregation of marginal gain, which is he believed that every 1% improvement at every part, if it's bring together, it will give massive improvement. What he did was first he redesigned the seat of the bicycle so it's better, and he even test the message deal that athlete used to test which one lead to the faster muscle recovery. And he, of course, he didn't stop there. In 5 years, he can bring the English team to win the Olympic. It shows us how the system actually helped them to win the championship. And the next question is how we started a new habit. Now, sometimes if we want to start a new habit, we start too big. Like example, oh, I want to start running every day. We start like every day, I must run 30 minutes. Most of the time, we are tired by that, so we stop doing it. So the book teach if we want to start a new habit, we need to start very small, like run 30 minutes becomes run 1 minute. Read one book become read 1 page. After we get used to the small step like that, and of course everybody can do that because it's very easy, but the goal is not to do that. The goal is not to run 1 minute, but 30 minutes. So after we get used to the easy habit, we can try to increase the intensity little by little. So finally we can get to the habit that we want to. But the key part here is actually we need to be patient through the process. It won't be fast to get the habit you want, and not just about creating new habit, but stopping a bad habit is also a crucial part. Sometimes we also get trapped to start a new good healthy habit, but we don't stop the bad habit. So if you want to stop bad habit, the easy way to do it is to make it invisible. What is that? So if you have a habit to eat snack, so you must not bring any snack to your room, so it won't trigger the habit. So the goal is you must erase the trigger that bring your bad habit to the surface. So the conclusion is, if you want to reach something, we need to make a system or habit that help us to get there. And also, if we want to start a new habit, we need to start from the very easy one, and we level it up along the way, and also stop the bad habit. Yes. Yes, that's all from my speech. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, thank you, Toastmaster William. But I want to ask you something, Toastmaster William. Do you agree that laziness is the mother of all habits?
Almost, I agree, actually.
Yeah, but then ultimately she's a mother, right? So we should respect her.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you for adding.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. But yes, it comes little by little, yeah, just like Toastmaster William said, and then ultimately you will achieve whatever habits you want to have in your life. Thank you so much. Okay, the VP is not here at the moment. Okay, we still have 3 more speakers, but I have 2 jokes before that. I'd like to ask, okay, anyone who can answer. What is a monster's favorite dessert? I think Toastmaster Vira will know. What is
Cookie.
that?
Cookie.
Cookie? Why?
Yeah. Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster? No. Try again. How about others? One?
Destroy chicken or ayam penyet.
That is a dessert for you. No, the answer is ice cream. Okay. Okay, yeah. One more.
Boleh.
Okay. What is the healthiest kind of water?
Drink water.
Kangen water.
Kangen water? Is it?
H2O.
H2O? Why is it healthy?
I don't know. I was just guessing.
All right. Not the answer that I'm looking for. Anyone from the guests, maybe? From our guests?
Ochari sweat.
I know.
That's a
I know.
brand. Yeah, okay.
I know. Drinking
Tell
water.
me. Drinking water. It is healthy, but that's not the answer that I'm looking for. How about our guests or visiting Toastmasters? Do you have any idea? Or take a guess? What is the healthiest kind of water? Maybe bapak-bapak here normally knows.
Water that get vaccine.
It's water.
Okay, that makes me giggle, but no. Okay, do you want to know the answer?
Feed.
No. Oh, that could be also one of them, but not that one. Okay, the answer is well water. Okay, but this one is actually related to our speaker's title, next speaker's title. So for that, I'm going to call Toastmaster Yanda up on the screen to introduce the next speaker. Toastmaster Yanda, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. Tonight, I feel so honored so I can evaluate Toastmaster Uyun because she's my motivator. She used to be the person who always chased me down to deliver a speech or a project. She always be the kind of person who, what's your next project? What's your next project? And then I feel like, oh my God, yeah, I will deliver. Okay, that's a little bit about Toastmaster Uyun. Now she's going to deliver her level 1 project 2B, which is evaluation and feedback. So the purpose of this statement, the purpose of this project is to, for the member to present a speech on any kind of topic, and then receive feedback, and then to apply those feedback into their next speech. So the length of the speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. I'm sure you all of us are curious about to see Toastmaster Uyun how to demonstrate the feedback that she has applied and received from the previous speech. So without further ado, let's welcome Toastmaster Uyun with All Is Well. All is well, Toastmaster Uyun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. Am I audible, not robotic?
Yes, you are.
All is well until the end. Okay, happy morning, everyone. What does a pencil say to another at the first day at school? They will say, "You're looking sharp." I was an independent kid, said my mom. I started schooling at the age of 2.5. My mother signed me up to a play group. After, I always follow my elder brother, my bro, to school, and I waved at my parents as if I'm going to school. At the first day of school, I already waved hands to my parents to send them home. And if other kids were sent by their parents to school, I am the one who waved at their parents to send them home. Not only independent, I was also a smart kid. I was so outstanding that my parents wanted me to stand out of the classroom because I was so smart until I outsmarted the teacher. When the teacher taught us, kids, after A is B, I would protest. No, I don't want B. After A is C, because what we have is AC. My mother's always had difficult times to teach me alphabet. Well, until now, I actually still have problems with alphabet because I am still figuring out how to put you and I together. Independent, smart, and I was also confident. One day, my teacher was looking for the representative of kid modeling competition. Meow. I raised my hand and I showed off my catwalking and made some random poses. Everyone looked up to me because I did it on the table by myself. Well, my parents never taught me to do like that, but because I learned from the master, a cat. And after that, my parents signed me up to some modeling competitions and even asked my brother to be as active as me. Maybe at the time, I should have asked the school to give me the award of model student because I'm a model after all. In one of competitions, before the announcement, the contest officials were looking at my parents and me. I was so confident. And the winner is my bro. My bro won at his first try, while me never won any modeling competition that I joined. Well, I think he deserves that because he is good looking, while me, I'm just a good look queen. Independent, smart, and also confident. That be me, though I never won a competition, but still I am a talented. Whenever my family saw me, they will do like, I was called a thumb kid because I had the habit of thumb sucking until the age of 7. That's a very long habit. In my eyes, my thumb is just like a pacifier. Maybe the only difference is that my thumb can taste like fried chicken, peanut sauce, etc. But when I check in the internet, thumb sucking can be a sign of independent and smart strategy that kids created to self-soothing themselves or self-calming. And no need to buy pacifiers. But still, my parents tried several things like putting on like bitter things, spicy things on my thumb to break my habit. But still, because I'm smart, I can always find ways to rinse them. Fortunately, my parents never tried to put on glue on it. But if they did, and then I stuck my forefinger on it, no worries, everything will be okay. I will find ways. Everything will be okay because all is well. Now, as a grown-up, maybe I was not as confident, smart, and independent when I was a kid. Now I became dependent to what people say, overthinker, and worrisome. But what I need to remember is that the child version of me still stays with me. That with her, whenever I go to face the world, I can always tell to myself that everything will be okay, that all is well. Thank you very much, everyone, because we still have time. Let me give you the bonus. So this is me when I was kid. You can say that, oh yeah, I was a penil kid when I was child. So back to you, Toastmaster Dentia.
Wow. We can see another side of Toastmaster Uyun. Well done. That was entertaining. And by the way, when I was a kid, I was also outstanding, yeah, because I came late all the time, so the teacher kept me outside the class, standing. Okay, before we move on, does anyone here have a joke that you want to share with us?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Toastmaster Shoki.
Okay, so I have to tell this in English.
Definitely.
So, yes, what is a pirate's favorite food?
Okay, who can guess? I think I've heard this before, but I forgot the answer.
I know the answer.
Okay, Toastmaster Rita?
Yes.
Caviar.
Yes, you're correct. Congratulations.
Well done. Okay, then it's the time to move on to the next speaker. Okay, we will share more jokes later on. The next speaker will also be delivering humorous speech. Let me check if Toastmaster Lai is now able to speak. Toastmaster Lai?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, go ahead then. Please introduce your speaker.
Okay. Today, Toastmaster Isyraqi is gonna do his speech from the level 3 elective project. Know your sense of humor. The purpose is for him to develop a collection of humorous story and to present a speech that includes humor in his story today, in his speech today. His time duration is 5 to 7 minutes. I hope we will give him support, laugh, even if it's not funny, give a kind of applause, and all the best to you, Toastmaster Isyraqi. Isyraqi Sinega, annoying things when they think. Annoying things when they think, Isyraqi Sinega. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lai, for presenting me. First of all, before I start, please, if my humor doesn't work, please, I need your giggle, guys. All right. Hello, happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Raki. I am single for 4 years, since 4 years ago. The last time I broke up because I'm too kind for her, and she said just sorry Raki, we cannot go together again since you are too kind for me. And on that moment I just realized, why don't I answer it like, all right, I can to be cruel to you, so I can go again with her, and I'm not being single because of that. But after a long time, I just realized some annoying things when dating, that I'm also a part of that. But right now, if I remember again, I feel like guilty. I feel like and so on. The first is overprotective partner. Have you ever been on that situation? If it is yes, please type on the chat box. Yes, I'm ever on that situation. All right, overprotective partner. Why? Because on my relationship, my girlfriend really overprotective with me, because, hi Raki, I want you to know I want you to know I don't like if you go with this guy, and so on. So, and then, so please make your time with me more than your friends. And I said, are you okay? I just met my friends before you. So why you make me like that? And not only that, the other protective is when I wanna make a post on the Instagram, she wants to know what I want to post. Let's say on that moment, I posted some let's say a silly photo and so on. I just post on the Instagram, and she said, "Why you post like this? Please delete it." And I just realized, are you my girlfriend or my admin social media? I did, and on that time, I just okay, I did that. I deleted that post. I ran away from my friends, and right now I feel like oh, Rocky, you are wrong. Even though you did that, your girlfriend is not longer with you. And the second is, it's very normal, I guess. Up to you, and I'm okay answer. Like I ever asked to my girlfriend, so where will we go? Up to you. And what do you want to eat for the lunch? Up to you. And if we have an argue and something, after that, I just say to her, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay, but I know that's not okay. And then, yeah, some people maybe always like that, playing some codes, right? Playing some codes, maybe any boys or girls here can relate. Post something with the black, let's say black wallpaper, and play some music, and the emoticon on the Instagram story like mute. And I just said, what happened with these people, with this guy? And are you okay? No, I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. Playing some codes, like they think I'm let's say Detective Conan or Sherlock Holmes. Yes, that's annoying things when they think that I ever experienced. But before I close my speech, I will give the message. Maybe if my ex-girlfriends watch this on YouTube, I want to say thank you so much for the lesson learned. And by the way, I miss you because right now I really need my admin social media. Thank you. Back to you, Tom.
Well done, Toastmaster Isyraqi. That makes me giggle as well. Okay, so it seems like Toastmaster Sari can relate so much. Share your experience, Toastmaster Sari. No? Were you the one that overprotective, or you have someone that overprotective? Like Toastmaster Isyraqi. Okay. Sorry, Toastmaster Shauki, I mentioned your name. I know that you have never had that experience before. Okay.
Are you certain of that?
No, just joking. All right, before we move on, anyone else has a joke? Maybe Toastmaster Kami? Or Toastmaster Garda, our Bapa-Bapa club leader?
I have.
Go ahead.
Which city has the most money?
Interesting. City, yeah, not a country. And is it in Indonesia or anywhere in the world? All right. Okay, who can guess? Manila? Manila. Why Manila? Gabriel, tell us. Manila. Is it correct?
Because I searched from Indonesian jokes, so the answer is Charity City. Ha ha ha. Okay, it's enough. I think. I don't know how to make the joke.
Okay, but I think Manila also works, yeah? Manila.
Yeah, Manila.
It works for me.
Okay, Charity City. But where is that Charity City? Just out of my curiosity. Okay, while Toastmaster Hani try to spot that city in the globe, let us move on to the last speaker tonight, which is Toastmaster Alfin. Toastmaster Alfin will be introduced by Toastmaster Hani. So Toastmaster Hani, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. Happy morning, everyone. My name is Hani. I will be the evaluator Toastmaster Alfin Abrar. He will deliver level 3 project elective in pathway is dynamic leadership. Know your, the project is know your sense of your humor. With the purpose is to begin developing collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. Remember that I always observe Toastmaster Alfin in speech. I always remember that he always, wah, aha, ha ha. So without further ado, this is it, Toastmaster Alfin. It felt like criminal to play PlayStation on that day. It felt like criminal to play PlayStation on that day. So, Toastmaster Alfin, the stage is yours.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Morning happy.
Heyo.
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 All right.
All right.
Queen song. Because Queen is woman and woman had physics and river chemical. So I will open my speech with a song from My Chemical Romance. When I was a young boy, when I was in elementary school, I used to play PlayStation at the rental shop. Playing PlayStation was so fun, and I was so addicted to it. The problem is, playing PlayStation, especially at the rental shop, was prohibited by my parents. Why? Just because there are people smoking there, or people not going to school, or cat having sex. So my parents prohibited me to go to rental shop. But can that stop me and my brother to play PlayStation? We found a way. It is impossible for us to communicate in house. And I say something like, bro, let's play PlayStation in rental. My mother with, huh? PlayStation? No, PS, no PS. Go home. So we found a weird language that only me and him that recognize it. It sounds like this. Yes, we did it. Now the next challenge is to leave the house to the rental without being noticed. It was so thrilling. Wait, Papa is there. Hey, he's clenching out. Now go. It was Ramadan. I supposed to go to the mosque for praying Tarawih. But I switched the way to the rental shop. Playing PlayStation. I play every game. I won every game. It feels like my night. This is my night. And suddenly, I feel weird and threatened. It's like a deer that smells a lion. That is my father. He's like, The rest was history. The rest was torture. It was hard to play PlayStation at that time. Even playing PlayStation at rental is so costly. My daily salary from my parents is just 500 rupiahs a day. And to play 1 hour, I need 2,000. Can you imagine that? But will that stop me and my brother to play PlayStation? We found a way and managed to play PlayStation. And then we go home. Then my mom was suspect for me. You just play PlayStation, you must saving a lot of money, did you? By the way, why my money is keep missing? Mama, that's not me. That's not me. I found a treasure. She's like, a treasure? Yeah, treasure, a box. There's a box in my way home from school. And she's like, on your home from school? No. Another torture. It was hard to play PlayStation on that day. I felt like a criminal every when I play PlayStation. Because maybe I do something bad, so stealing my mom's money, it feels bad because until today, I cannot, even I send my money, a lot of amount of money, it still feels unpayable. Well, my fellow Toastmaster and guests, what I want you to learn from my story is communication way is too divergent. Perhaps you think about communication is about speaking, but I observed that there are a lot of ways to communicate, such as with eyes, or with breath, or with face. And my favorite one is with face. Like one day, my friend and I in a mall, we just walking, and suddenly a hot girl appear. We turn from hi, how are you, to that is my favorite way to communicate. How about you? What is your most favorite way to communicate? Is it eyes? Is it face? Or hands? Find it and try to add it into your speech or your communication. It will add more dimension. And try it because it was so much fun. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Alfin. So how often you play PlayStation again?
When I was a young boy, but almost every day.
Oh,
So it
bad
sounds,
boy, bad boy.
yeah, it sounds like not make sense because I have to save 4 days just to play 1 hour.
All right, thank you so much. As a punishment, because you were being a bad boy when you were a kid to your mom, as a mom, I would like to punish you. Share us some jokes.
Okay, some jokes. What is electronic device that can make you high?
Oh, I know this one. Okay, who can answer? An electronic device that can make you high.
MacBook.
High.
Telephone.
High as in saying hi or high as in up in the air?
MacBook. Because it's in his story.
Yup, exactly.
MacBook.
Oh, okay, okay. But to be honest, I didn't get it.
MacBook.
All right, so that's all our speakers today. Can I get the timer report? Are they eligible to be voted tonight?
Sure. So, fellow Toastmasters and guests, here is the time report for Toastmaster Sari, 6 minutes and 52 seconds. Later after this, I will send the report to the chat. For Toastmaster Ario, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. For Toastmaster William, 6 minutes and 23 seconds. Toastmaster Uyun, 6 minutes and 43 seconds. Toastmaster Raki, 5 minutes and 42 seconds. And for Toastmaster Alfin, 7 minutes and 22 seconds. So tonight, everyone is eligible for a vote.
Oh, yay! I'm so happy to hear this. So ballot counter, Toastmaster. See, I'm scrolling. Toastmaster Argi is ready with the poll. I'll give you 1 minute to share your vote. Please vote for the most favorite speaker that you think maybe entertaining tonight, or it gives you a good message, or that really that you really like. Okay. Before that, while you are filling up the voting, I have another joke. Okay, what do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
A stick.
Plastic? Why is it plastic, Professor Mira?
A stick, not plastic.
Oh, a stick. That is exactly the one. Okay, another one for you then. Let's see. Oops, my internet connection is unstable. What is a witch's favorite school subject?
Okay.
5 seconds to think.
Spelling.
Ah,
Alchemy.
yes, Professor Uyun is right.
Oh.
Spelling. I know why she can answer this one. Because when she was a kid, she was very good at spelling, right? Okay. Have you all voted for the speakers? Okay. So as I mentioned earlier, we will have a spatial voting, and tonight, the last 3 speakers was actually was actually part of the qualification for the humorous speech contest. So we will vote again for those three people, and we will vote the nominee. Yes, thank you, the nominee for the for the humorous speech contest. So we will vote for those three speakers, and let's see who is the funniest among them all. So, Sasar Argi, are you ready with the voting? Yes. So here it is. We would like to get your vote for the funniest speaker between Toastmaster Uyun, Toastmaster Isyraqi, and Toastmaster Alfin. Okay. Give you 1 minute for the voting. In the meantime, let me ask our guest tonight. Salman, are you there? Salman? Nope. How about Gabriel? I saw you in the chat box earlier. Hi, Gabriel. Hi. Are you able to? Okay, no problem. Are you able to unmute yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. Thank you for joining our meeting. Tell us maybe 1 or 2 words about this meeting.
Oh,
About
yeah.
our meeting.
Oh, yeah. This is my first time join SCBD meeting Toastmaster. And to be honest, I'm quite shocked that there are so many speakers. I don't know, like, is every meeting 5 speakers?
No,
this
this is a special one.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm quite surprised.
Are you a Toastmaster, by the way?
Not. Yeah. I will join another club that's near my place, near my area. And last meeting, there's someone from SCBD that visit there and gives the link, so I just joined.
Okay.
That's why I'm quite
Yes.
surprised.
Thank you so much. And yeah, normally we will have only 3 to 4 speakers, and then of course there will be a table topic session, but tonight is special. We have 6 speakers without table topic session. But feel free to come again next week when we have our regular meeting. Thank you. Thank you. And then I think 1 minute is up. So it is time to move to the next session where all the speakers will get their evaluation. And it will be led by Toastmaster Melanie as the general evaluator. So Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Hi there. So happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I'll just give a short introduction about evaluation. So evaluation is the lifeblood of Toastmasters. One of the common questions I receive as a VPM or VP of membership from prospective members is there any teacher in the club? As much as I want to tell them that they are already took one because I am a teacher, unfortunately, there is no teacher or main teacher who teaches us about the ways of public speaking. Evaluation is the session where we appreciate the gems that we have done during the meeting and to identify the germs that we need to clean up and improve in the future. So it is delivered not only by one member, but a team of evaluators. So today we will be having speech evaluators and role takers report. So without further ado, let us start with our speech evaluators. So let's have Toastmaster Vera. He will be evaluating Toastmaster Sari's speech. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Vera.
Okay. Thank you, GE. First of all, I want everybody to give a round of applause to Toastmaster Sari. She has done a very great speech, and if I have to say, there's some parts that made me giggle. I'll tell you which part in the evaluation. Now, I want to do a little bit something a bit different, all right? I usually do the sandwich method. You what you're good at, what you need to work on, and then the challenge. But I want to do a little abbreviation, kind of like Toastmaster Ario usually does. I'm gonna use the abbreviation Cebu, like the city from the Philippines. And I see you there, Toastmaster Melanie, smiling there. Cebu, C-E-B-U. First, C, connection. From start to finish, I see that you connect with the audience when you ask about when you're asking about books, like have you read this book, have you read that book, or what kind of book that you like, what kind of genre do you like, that kind of thing. You really connect to the with the audience. You talk about and you're making them as part of your speech. E, eye contact. I noticed that you have a pretty good eye contact from start to finish. And yeah, enough said. B, book collection. I saw that when you show us your book collection, you did a book haul like this, like book A, book B, book C, and all that. You really show us that you are a total bookworm. Like you are a little bookworm. Excuse me, because I want to follow the type of that. Yeah, and not gonna lie, the part where you said when you show us the first two books, the professional books, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that made me giggle a little bit when you said, I haven't read these books, even though I haven't. Yeah, because yeah, a little guilty as charged as well. I bought something, but I haven't read it. Yeah, I kind of giggled at that part. And finally, this is a bit forced because the U is not from a not the first letter, but the middle of sentence. It's gesture. It's not a major thing, but just a minor effect from me. I noticed that when you did your speech, when you did your hand gesture, sometimes you did below the camera. So it's hard for me to see what you did with your hands. But all in all, you evaluate what you did in the first speech and then you make it better in your second speech. I can't wait to hear your other project. So that's all from me. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rira. What I love about your speech is that you were able to give us your genuine evaluation for Toastmaster Sari. However, I would like you to improve in delivering the speech, since this is evaluation, not only to Toastmaster Sari, but for everyone. So if you want to give your personal evaluation, write it down on the evaluation form. But when it comes to speech, deliver it for everyone, because this is also a time for us to also learn. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Rira. Then let's all welcome our second evaluator, Toastmaster Astri. She will be delivering Toastmaster Ario's speech. Go ahead, Toastmaster Astri. Toastmaster, yeah, there.
I just make sure to see the timer. Okay. Toastmaster Ario, croissant is too hard to say, so I prefer to say your speech as a pecel rather than a croissant. So as a pecel, Toastmaster Ario, the material of your pecel is already good. Why? The first one, the story is very meaningful and really easy to absorb. You want to say about the culture, but you make it very simple by telling it as a food, and that's very good. And you also make this story very lively with your conversation with your French friends. That's very good. And most importantly, you are very responsive, especially when give a response when I made a mistake. But that's very good. Why? Because you make it as your opening, and that's very interesting in packaging your speech. And so, all in all, your pecel is already good in material. However, to make your pecel go international and can standing by the croissant, you need to make your packaging very good and also have the additional value of your pecel. So how to make it more interesting and good packaging? First, I suggest you to maintain your eye contact, because I didn't know that you have a cheat sheet or anything, but I saw that you didn't really maintain your eye contact to the camera. So I feel like you didn't give the full intention to the audience. So make sure in the next speech, you really see the camera to make sure that you give us your intention and also your attention. And also the second, give us the body gesture. I know that your intonation is quite soft, and but that's good in your speech. However, when you can support your speech with hand gesture, body gesture, especially hand gesture, I think it can strengthen your point. Like when you talk to your friends, like croissant is not a croissant with a cheese. You can make like hand gesture in the part or the other part. And last but not least, you can give additional message. You already gave us that we can still be original with this. But actually, you already mentioned about the flexibility of Indonesian. Why don't you put that also as your message? Don't just make it as only the original, but you can also say that we have that flexibility. Do you want to make this as our opportunity as Indonesian, that we have the flexibility in our culture? So that can give the additional value of your story. So all in all, your pecel is already good. Only need some of the improvement of the packaging and also additional value to be go international and standing by the croissant itself. So thank you so much. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster S3. What I love about your evaluation is that you were very clear of what's very good and what's not so good. So I know I was able to identify the gems and the germs of Toastmaster Ario's speech. And I also love how you gave examples to elevate his speech in the future. Maybe you would like to improve on with the use of however, there's it's good and however. So I think you can think more of however, instead of using however, use different transition that it will not be really like contradicting to what you have already said. And also make it also evaluation for everyone so that we are actually part of your speech. So that's it, Toastmaster Ashley, and thank you for being here in SCBD Toastmasters Club. So our next evaluator is Toastmaster Agus, and he will be evaluating Toastmaster William's speech. So let us all welcome Toastmaster Agus.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. So everyone, ladies and gentlemen, habit is a powerful tool that can help you achieve your goals or prevent them. I think Toastmaster William opened his speech with a powerful statement that made me want to listen more about his presentations or stories today. But not only that, he also immediately jumped to his personal stories about his working life, and he also added his experience to when he read Atomic Habits, the book from James Clear, if I'm not mistaken. So it is immediately relatable to me as the audience members, as a working adult, as a fellow readers, because I'm currently reading that book. So that hence engaging me even more. So I really like how straightforward to approach this presentation or assignment. It makes me engage in your presentation throughout. Throughout. And there is an unspoken rule in Toastmasters about rule of three, that the trio of events or stories, or in this case, points, I think he has done a great job in applying that rule in his writing by breaking the speech down into 3 points, which are how to achieve your goals, how to start new habits, and lastly, the healthy habits. So calling back to the goals of his speech, which is to inform the audience members about how to start new habits, I think he has accomplished that. And I believe that he has understood the basic structure of the speech. So well done, Toastmaster William. However, moving on to the area of improvement, prior to this meeting, Toastmaster William asked me to pay attention to what he's currently working on when he's speaking in public, which is his intonation. As I listened to his presentation, I noticed that his tone was constant, and it reminded me of the conversation that I had with my friends in some coffee shop. And this coffee shop conversations works for me. I listen to you throughout, and it might work if you're telling stories with a small group of people. But if you're presenting this to a large group of audience members, imagine you're presenting your keynote in that event, for example. I think you need to make a strategy on how to make the delivery interesting. So as you suggested in your speech, if we'd like to start a new habit, we can always start small. And let's start by memorizing your speech word by word until it feels natural for you, because I perceived in articulations at some point of your speech. So memorize your speech and then work through the vocal variety goals that you'd like to achieve. And once again, congratulations for fulfilling the objectives of the project and the speech. Just like starting habits, you can always make progress by starting small, increasing the intensity, and being patient. Back to you, GE.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Agus. What I love about your speech is that you were able to recap what Toastmaster William has shared earlier, and you gave us, you reminded us about the unspoken rule in Toastmaster, the rule of three, even though we were not saying it out loud. But yes, most of the speeches has that rule of three, even in evaluations, right? So we have, what's that? I forgot. The gems, yeah. The good things, the areas to improve, and the challenge, something to challenge about the speaker. Then I also love that you also gave example for the rooms of improvement of Toastmaster William. Maybe you want to work on with the introduction. You said, I think Toastmaster William. No, you don't think, because you have already observed Toastmaster William. I mean, yes, you are thinking, but maybe you would like to rephrase, I think. So Toastmaster William showed us this because this is something that is observable, right? So it will be more powerful if you will be choosing better words instead of I think. So I heard it like twice in your speech. So nonetheless, it was a good evaluation, Toastmaster Agus. Now let's go to our fourth evaluator, Toastmaster Yanda, and he will be evaluating Toastmaster Uyun's speech. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Yanda.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. First of all, I would like to say congratulations to Toastmaster Uyun. I like your speech in overall because firstly, I like you start with your hook, something like related with the sharp look or a pencil. That's quite triggering people or audiences when it comes to pencil and sharp. And finally, we can get the giggle part. Basically, you are excel in telling a speech with giggling content. You manage to drag audiences' attention and you make audiences glued and flowing with your story. You also manage to create engagement through your eyes contact by maintaining your eyes looking at the camera. I also like the way your hand gesture and your clarity, and also found no filler sound, I guess. So in overall, I like your speech this tonight. But there are things that you need to improve. I can suggest there's room of improvement that you need to work on. It's something more about your pace, especially during the moment when you are about to throw a punchline. I suggest for you to do it slow and make it clear so the audiences can catch the giggling part, because we know that not everyone can have attentive ears to catch such a jokes. So things that you can do next time to challenge yourself, maybe I suggest you can play more about your ability to with expressive face. I mean, it's something like what Mr. Bean does, but if you cannot, I think you can try to challenge yourself by start doing stand-up comedy just to collect your flight hours in creating and delivering giggling content. But in overall, I like see your comfort level while delivering humorous speech, and also with your storytelling skill about your childhood as your main topic, which is also you have demonstrated the feedback that you received on your previous speech about eye contact. I think that's all for me. Over to you, Toastmaster Melanie. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. What I love about your evaluation tonight, you have really improved in your evaluation. First, the time. Sorry, I had to see that because I think I evaluated you before. And second, you were able now to become to become calmer in delivering your evaluation, and it's actually complete. It's not you're not really rushed in telling your evaluation to the speaker. And I also feel how you feel Toastmaster Uyun's speech with your giggle gesture with Toastmaster Uyun. So I'm challenging you for your next evaluation to to put more facial expressions also in delivering your evaluation. But nonetheless, it was a good evaluation. So let's proceed with our fifth evaluator, Toastmaster Live from Heritage. He will be evaluating Toastmasters Iraqi speech. Go ahead, Toastmaster Live.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, Toastmaster Melanie. Toastmaster Isyraqi, I'm not sure is this fate or something when Toastmaster Densha invited me to be your evaluators. Your story have one similar things with me. Me and you has been single for 4 years after our last broke up. I'm not sure, is it so coincidence or not? Probably yes. Okay, let's move on to your speech. What I like about your speech. Number one, your structure. I like how you start your speech by asking the question on the floor about datings. Then you transition into telling your story about your dating life. And in your story, there is one punchline. I want to ask all the audience here, do you remember what is the one punchline she mentioned in his story, in his speech today? If you know, type it in the chat box. And you end your speech by saying the words that your girlfriend is indeed missing, or you tell her, if you're watching this recording in YouTube, I need my social media. You end it with a punchline. Number two, I like how you maintain your smiling face or your facial expression when delivering such speech. You know why? Because telling a past experience is not easy for you. It's not easy for a person to share out. Especially you want to deliver in a humorous way. But good job on that, maintaining a smiling face. And I will move on to my point of evaluation for you. There are three. Number one, your punchline, up to you. You can use it many ways. When you ask, what would you like to eat? She says, up to you. Play with vocal variety. Second time, where would you like to go for dinner? You pause, you move to the front. Up to you, I told you already. Play with this word. People will laugh at you, at your story especially. And if you want to be interesting, ask again, what would you like to drink? Up to you, I told you already. And number three, facial. Show facial when you feel sad or happy. You maintain a happy face, but shows, oh my, what should I do? She always says, up to you, up to you, up to you. What should I do? Play with your facial. Number three, throw in the punchline when the time is right. Like I mentioned, your up to you words. I think I mentioned a lot of your punchline, up to you. Strongly play with your punchline, which is the up to you and the word you're expressing to your audience in this virtual meeting. Overall, Toastmaster Isyraqi, you made the speech objective. You develop a story, a humor in your story today. And my 3-point improvement for you is use of vocal variety, facial expression, and throw in your punchline at the right time in the moment. So your humor will work and people will laugh out loud through the session. And dating is not annoying. It's the way we communicate with each other. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lai. Telling past experience is really challenging, and thank you for sharing also that you can relate to Toastmaster Iraqi's speech. What I love about your evaluation is the way you give examples, it's very clear, like how we need to get closer to our camera and how to use that up to you punchline, if it's what you call punchline. I love all the examples, and I was really listening to the way you gave the evaluation. For improvement, Toastmaster Lai, I don't know where you are looking at. Is your camera on the left side, or are we in front, or is Toastmaster Isyraqi on the left side? Because I feel like you're not looking at us, but you're looking at somewhere. But I think that's something that I believe that's something that we need to improve on also, because I don't know, I don't like to look at the small hole here in my laptop. So anyway, thank you, Toastmaster Lai, and thank you for being here as our guest evaluator. So let us now call our last but not the least evaluator, Toastmaster. Who's that? Toastmaster Hani, sorry. Toastmaster Hani, and she will be evaluating Toastmaster Alfin's speech. Go ahead, Toastmaster Hani.
Thank you, Madam GE. My fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guests, I will say congratulations to Toastmaster Alfin that he already finished the project. Congratulations, let's give applause to him. Can you see? We have more Giggles tonight. I think during the Toastmaster Alfin speech, we have more Giggles tonight. And it sounds like we have a stand-up comedy, and if you feel more need refreshing, so let's come in SCBD meeting and hear from Toastmaster Alfin's speech. I have a point that you excelled your speech in 3 areas. Is G, V, and C. First is G, gesture. I like Toastmaster Alfin use effectively all body gesture when he acting his parents. The situation is so serious and mad, and his face look angry. Can you imagine his eyes look very angry. And when we act to playing PlayStation and running, and his body and hand gesture was active, so it can be more engage us. And the second is V, vocal variety. I like during Toastmaster Alfin's speech, your pace was stable. Example, when you impersonate voice tone his parents, it was very clearly up and down. And he know when he want to humor and serious, he tried to pause and continue the story, like and anything that kind of words that he delivered. And the third is the third is C, content. I don't know what kind of humor, it should be more fun, but I like every humor Toastmaster Alfin speech. He has a good content when he deliver his personal story, our emotion. It was like fun and full of logic. At the end, he not only give the humor, but he give us the power of main message about communication with gesture. Remember from Toastmaster Alfin, the gesture is, would you like to choose face, eyes, or hand? And beside of that, I have one recommendation for Toastmaster Alfin, that area improvement for his next speech is stand up. I like during your speech, very good engaging and body gesture works effectively, but I noticed if you might try to stand up, if it's comfortable for you, and if it's possible. Example, when you try to run, all feel shocked when your mom mad at you, and so we can saw all of your movement, body right or side left. I think that's all from me. Hopefully it will be better. Thank you. Back to you, Madam G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hani. So for our fellow SCBD Toastmasters members here, I think you have seen how Toastmaster Hani improved also with the way she delivered her speech, her evaluation speech, because this is like half impromptu, half prepared, right? And what I love about your speech, it's actually complete, and at the same time, you were able to use your gestures properly. just for the room of improvement, maybe you just would like to check your background as well, because some gestures are not evidently seen. But nonetheless, Toastmaster Hani, I'm so proud of you. So now I feel like I was still in the high of speech contest, evaluation speech contest. Did you feel that all the evaluations are so great? So, Toastmaster timer, Toastmaster data. Can you please give us the timer's report? Are all the speakers eligible to be voted?
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. So here are the reports. For Toastmaster Wira, 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Toastmaster Astrid, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Toastmaster Agus, 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Toastmaster Yanda, 2 minutes and 34 seconds. Toastmaster Lai, 3 minutes and 24 seconds. And Toastmaster Hani, 3 minutes and 21 seconds. So everyone tonight are eligible to be voted.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Toastmaster Data. So Toastmaster Argi, is the ballot link already available? Yes. There it is. So everyone, please exercise your right to vote by choosing your most favorite evaluator for the night. So while waiting for that one, can I invite you to turn on your camera so that we can have the photo session? And can someone help me also to take a picture?
Mimi.
Yes,
You. Okay, remove me from the spotlight. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Mr. Alfin.
Okay, everybody, this is our narcissist session. So your best giggles of the night. Okay, we will take 3 pictures. Okay, the first one. Are you ready? Okay. In 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I love that mic, Toastmaster Wira. Is it mic? Oh no, yeah. So
nope, it's like a homemade torch.
Okay. Another one. Okay, we found Toastmaster Agus with company from Cat. Okay. Let's go. In 3, 1, 2, best giggle 3. Okay, guys. This is the last one. Make your best. The last one for tonight. Are you ready? And 1, and 2, and 3. Okay. Thank you, guys, my fellow Toastmaster and guests. Back to you, Madam GE Toastmaster Melanie Rivera.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alfin Abrar. So anyway, so let's proceed now to the role takers report. So let's call on our grammarian. So I hope that while our grammarian is also delivering his report, please cast your vote as well. So Toastmaster Garda, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Madam GE. So today, my role as grammarian will present to you. Hold on a second. All right, and here is my grammarian report. Can anyone see my screen? Is it visible? Yes. Yeah, just because it's a laughter and giggle night, and I hope that me being narcissistic will not bring any harm. Yeah. Okay. First thing first, I noticed that someone said I will write down the notes, etc. So this is a gentle reminder for everyone that etc. is actually okay, but we have to understand what does it serve for. So etc. from the Latin phrase means at and the rest. So you may use etc. when you begin a list that you will not complete, but the whole sentence or the objects are actually under one category. So it indicates that there are other items in the list besides the ones you explicitly mentioned. So please avoid using etc. if you are not certain or you don't even understand or don't even know what will be the remaining list that will be spoken from you. For example, we have the concrete example here. The correct one for etc. just like this. The children should bring paper, pencil, scissors. So they belong to the stationery. So you can discern the category from the examples. One of the incorrect examples is the children should bring crayons, blankets, birth certificates, etc. So if you notice that these terms, crayons, blankets, birth certificates, are totally different, right? It doesn't belong to any similar category. So the class is not clear. So you should avoid using etc. with regard to this context. Next, someone said smarter stand for. To use the correct term for abbreviation, it is commonly generalized and understood that abbreviation is considered as a singular. So it should have been smarter stands for. I know that the speaker was referring to the abbreviation of many options for the smarter, but you can make any abbreviation as plural if you add the S after the abbreviations without having to add the apostrophe. Like for example, non-governmental organization or NGOs. If you refer to the plural form for NGOs, for example, you may address like this. There are several NGOs with the S. But if you are referring to only one NGO in particular, you should address there is an NGO, not there are NGOs. Or not there are NGO, my apology. And someone said something to be different. And also someone said something different than what I'm doing. What I would like to explain to you all is about auxiliary verbs. So it is actually a verb that changes or helps another verb. So there are many forms of auxiliary verbs, but in this context, the first one, to be different, well, difference is actually a noun. So it has to be changed to be an adjective. So it should have been to be different. So the speaker would like to emphasize what does different mean in that context. And the second one, it should have been something different than what I was doing. So it was missing the be, the was. Or you can also say something different than what I did. So it depends to which context that you would like to emphasize the verb of do. And I heard some captivating words from the speakers. I could only catch two. The first one from Toastmaster William, we must start from the easy one to stop the bad habit. Thank you so much for the reminder, Toastmaster William. And secondly, from Toastmaster Uyun, she said, everything will be okay and that all is well. Thank you to all speakers. I think that is all from my side. I'll give the control back to Toastmaster Melanie.
Thank you, Toastmaster Garda. What I love about your report tonight is that it's insightful and detailed. It's like you always actually, with every time that you are the grammarian, you always bring us to an English class. So yeah, I hope that our audience here, they learned something from your report. Thank you, Toastmaster Garda. Now let us call on our AWOD counter. So Toastmaster Paxia, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Wait, I want to share my screen. So is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. I really enjoyed today's meeting. Laughter is good for us, since love is better. Life is better when we laugh, since it improves our mental health. So we should spend more time with people that make us laugh. So I will share my observation throughout the day. So today I noticed only few people who has like maybe like notes from DM Dentia. Maybe she at the very beginning she has one filler word, and then TM Sari also at the very beginning she has filler words second time, twice I mean, and Toastmaster William third 3 times and once for long pause. Toastmaster Uyun once for the filler words, and Toastmaster Raki twice for filler words, and also he mentioned I and feel like for a few times, while he mentioned once for the word of the day, which is giggle. And for the evaluators, Toastmaster Wira already mentioned twice word of the day, and visiting Toastmaster Astri mentioned one of the word of the day. And the last one, Toastmaster Hani, she mentioned twice word of the day and filler words at the very beginning of her speech. That's all from me. Thank you. Back to you, G.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praxia. What I love about your evaluation is that you were able to prepare that presentation right away. And at the same time, I would like you to challenge yourself to avoid the long pause, because during the long pause, or the dead air, I don't know what I will do. If it's my internet lagging or whatever. But yeah, please check. If you are about to report, make sure that you are already ready. But thank you, Toastmaster Praxia. Now, let's go to the general evaluation. Okay, so I'll make this fast. Okay, before the meeting, the happy morning spirit vibes felt. So guest members were welcomed. I believe so. I hope that we were able to do our part. The SAA checked the attendance and informed us about the rules and regulations, and the meeting started on time. And everyone has been properly introduced, from the president to the TOM to the role takers and even the speakers. Toastmaster Dentia, you never failed us, especially whenever you become the Toastmaster of the meeting. You explain the meeting. You even explain the word of the day. Yes, and you even you made the theme of the meeting felt throughout the meeting. So I hope that you understand those favorites. So yeah, and I believe I already gave my evaluation to all our role takers in the evaluations, right? And for our timers and ballot counters, I would like to congratulate you. First, for the ballot counter, it's really fast. We're about to say something, but you're already there and you're ready. And for the timers report, it's not really all the time that the timer is speaking, but today we heard the voice of the timer sharing the report, and that's really awesome. Sorry for our guest if it's a little too late for us, but I believe that the club has given you insightful, wonderful, and awesome speeches. And congratulations to all the role takers and the speakers for the night. Back to, I want to give the floor to our ballot counter to tell us who are the winners or who are the most favorite speakers of the night. Go ahead, Toastmaster Argy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie. Happy morning, everyone. Okay, right now.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy morning. Okay, still on fire, right? Because,
yes.
Because this is the moment that we're waiting for. You know, all the speakers waiting also. So I will share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So for the first award, for the most favorite prepared speaker award goes to Toastmaster Ario. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Toastmaster
Croissant.
Ario.
Croissant.
Croissant.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And next, for the most favorite evaluator award goes to Toastmaster Lai. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you for that.
And then for the special award tonight is the funniest speaker award. I will mention from the third place into the most or the funniest speaker. Okay, so all of you got the place. The third place is Isyraqi. Congratulations. And then the second place, who make us giggling all the time in a speech, please welcome the second place is Toastmaster Alfin. Congratulations. And of course, the queen, our model, Toastmaster Uyun, for the funniest speaker. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Once again, congratulations for all the speaker, because you are all our favorite and our inspiration. So back to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Dentia.
Well done, everyone. Congratulations to all the speakers tonight. You're amazing. And you have delivered a great speech. Thank you so much. So I know it's late, but this is a closing from my side. Yeah, just one more joke. I promise this is the last one. Grade of 7. Anyone answer?
Because 7
Right?
at 9.
That's right. Yay. Yeah. Okay, so as when we normally have, but yeah, if you like our club and if you like to join us, especially all the guests, you feel free to contact our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Melanie, who was our GE tonight, and this is also her number. Yeah, you can see her. And that's all from my side, and it was a great and fun meeting we have today. So thank you, and I give the control back to our president. Back to you, Toastmaster Garda.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. And first of all, I would like to ask for your participation. Please give a round of applause to all fabulous speakers, all the giggles, all the jokes, as well as from the role takers. Yay, congratulations. And welcome to the club, Toastmaster Data and Toastmaster Yara. And also congratulations on your debut, Toastmaster Data, for taking the role as timer for today. And congratulations to all individual speakers, prepared speakers and individual evaluators, as well as the funniest speakers for today. And I know that we are running over time, but since this is just how to celebrate and express our laughter and our joy, I would like to ask for your opinions, and also I would like to hear some euphonious voices, particularly from our guests. Is Keira still here with us? Hi, Keira.
Hi.
Hi, Keira. How are you? Hi there. Yes. Hi, how are you, Keira?
I'm good.
Hi, thank you very much for your time attending our meeting today. Your first time in any Toastmasters meeting. So after observing everything running through in our club, how do you think about our meeting?
I'm sorry, what? I'm kind of lagging.
So how do you think or how do you feel about our meeting today?
Okay. What a great time to spend Friday nights with all of you. I'm really having fun, and I hope to be Toastmasters members on the future.
That's the spirit, and thank you. We truly appreciate your enthusiasm in attending our meeting, and hopefully we'll be able to hear your voice in the next meeting in table topics in particular, so that we'll be able to also enhance and practice your public speaking. Kira. Yeah, should there be any inquiries, feel free to just stay in the room after this meeting. We'll always open this meeting, okay? In the meantime, stay safe and be well, Kira. And lastly, I would like to hear from, I noticed that we had, sorry. Oh, Nadia has left there. Okay, from our visiting Toastmaster, we have Toastmaster Lai, our most favorite evaluator for today. Hi, Toastmaster Lai. It's been a while not having you in our meeting.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation by the club TPE, Toastmaster Densha. Yes, I was texting Densha, if I'm missing, please introduce our speaker first. I was listening to his speech on the headphone when she called me just in the nick of time open up. And thank you for the invitation as well. It's really been I think around 6 months I didn't attend SCBD meeting because it's always have some clash with some club meetings. But I will try to attend more. Thank you for the invitation again. Back to you, President.
Yeah, our pleasure, Mr. Lai, and thank you for making your time here and being one of the leaders. So after several months not attending our meeting, how do you feel? Especially today, how do you feel about that?
I feel the club, like they use the slide very organized when they starting, introduce how the club, what's the club missions, what is Toastmaster to the audience, so they will know, are we really selling some things? But we are just like Toastmaster here, we are learning to speak, learning how to speak and how to take leadership roles. We are what we are practicing for. We are not trying to sell you anything, but this is a learning platform for all the members here to learn. That's how I see how you organize SCBD has really become.
Thank you for your genuine concern. And yep, exactly, that is the same thing that we always try to uphold here in SCBD Toastmasters. Yeah, we simply don't want to make everyone has an assumption, oh, what is Toastmasters? Is it a breakfast club or something? Or, you know, and I initially, I also had a toast, like a toast bread, just because we are attending Toastmasters meeting. So yes. I a toast bread for my dinner. Sorry, I'm making someone giggle. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Light, for coming, and look forward to meeting you in the next meeting of SBD.
Sure.
Okay, I think that is all from me. Is there anyone would like to give announcement from the club officers? Oh yeah, this is a gentle reminder for all club officers, not only in SCBD but also other clubs. So tomorrow, on Saturday and Sunday, we are having a Toastmasters Leadership Institute, and actually this is actually open to all members under Toastmasters International. So even if that you are not an officer in your respective club, you can freely join and register to the Toastmasters Leadership Institute. My apologies. So that you can also get to know more about what Toastmaster has in store and something that you can also learn for the very future, I believe. And with regard to this, is there anything to add from Toastmaster Ario as our area director? Ario.
What I want to announce has already been announced. I just want to say congratulations to SCBD Toastmasters for having been successfully conducting the club contest, and congratulations to all the winner. Be mind that the next contest, which is the area contest, will be conducted on the 26th of February this year, and hopefully we can all proceed to the division district, and we go to the next level. Hopefully there will be a world champion from our club, and I'm very proud. I'll be very proud of it. Hopefully. Thank you.
Amen to that. Thank you, Toastmaster Ario. So it will be 3 weeks from now, yeah, on the 26th of February. Okay. Please follow our Instagram at SCBD Toastmasters for further updates. And I think that is all from me. We always open this meeting until late evening so that everyone can have sort of great networking with one another. And with the power vested in me, I hereby adjourn this meeting. Happy weekend, everyone.
Happy weekend, y'all.
Happy morning, happy weekend.
Happy weekend, everyone.
Thank you for tonight.
It's recording.